Hello again, YouTube. Welcome back. We are in East Tennessee. It is August the 29th, 2025. It is 78 degrees, 50% humidity. Sun is shining. I'm out in the shade tree of a pecan tree and been working on this cabinet a little bit. Been doing some sanding and cleaning. And as you can see, Junior beat that up with a hammer. That's all I can tell you. I don't know, and there's not a whole lot we can do. And this gouge here, you may be able to see it. I've cleaned and sanded, and what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to smooth it out with this red mahogany wood putty. I've never tried this before, but at least we might get it smoothed out. But this is a real dark wood anyway, and so is the top. Trying to make sure I can get you on camera, but the plan, I zoomed in, there we go. The plan is to take and put stain on this front to give it a little bit more of a reddish tint, just a little bit more. Not going to worry about those dents and the wear marks. Man, this is wore down. This tells me this thing has been used before, you know. So the top is really dark. I don't know if you really did get to see the top that much. But what I plan on doing is, like I say, put a little reddish tint to this. I'm going to make this seam dark around here. These shoulders up here, also down on the side, will also make that dark also. And leave this the color it is now. Look at I don't know if you can see the grain in that, but that's gorgeous. And try to do something with this top. It's got good looking grain, but it's really, really dark. So that's the plan. But in the meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're going to try to fill in this gap and try to fill in this groove with this putty. Don't know. We'll see how this works out. Well, there it is. That's we'll have to sand that down a little bit, and then we'll have to touch that up with some sort of I'll use some of my colors to mix and match, try to hide it, fool your eye a little bit. So we'll let this cure a little bit, and then we'll see how it works. It may not work out for us at all, but I thought I'd give it a try to at least cosmetically fix it. Okay, I'm trying to cheat just a little bit. I put golden oak on the front. That's the stain. As you can see, it's still beat up. But then I used dark mahogany for that centerpiece, and I've moved it inside my shack, which is climate controlled. It stinks a little bit. I sprayed it outside, came in here and letting the lower humidity here. I'm running about 66% humidity outside, so I've kind of brought it in here where the humidity is a lot lower to cheat just a little bit to allow that to dry. Let me show you the side of it, the patchwork, and I did some toner on it. It's not perfect, but it'll be what it'll be. This is the side with the gouge in it. If I get real close, you can see it, and you turn it a certain angle, you can see it, but it is better, and I think it'll match everything else the way it is. Let's check the other side and see how much darker this side is than the other side. As you can see, there's some blonde streaks in this, which I'm gonna leave like that because it's the grain is just gorgeous. The other side I had to darken it up, so I don't think from side to side you will know that much of a difference, but now I've got to go back and highlight that with dark, the crest dark in the front. It'll be the same color as that center there. Okay, we're going to try to put a little bit of lacquer on this, and you can probably hear pounding and saws and everything else. And had the neighbor across the street put a roof on their house yesterday, and today the other neighbor behind me is putting a roof on their house. Fortunately, we've got a new roof 3 or 4 years ago. So anyway, I'm going to try to shoot this with some lacquer, at least one coat. I like to get one coat on before we put this decal on. I get one coat on before we do the decal. Now, this is not a perfect specimen of a radio. You remember Junior had beat the holes all in this, and they gouged it in the side with a knife or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, so we're just going to pretend that Aunt Rita was getting some new drapes, and she asked me could I spruce this up a little bit. So we're just going to spruce it up a little bit. So we'll make that story up to make it seem okay. So let me shoot this lacquer. I was afraid of this. I'm pushing 64% humidity, and I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a little frosting going on there, especially on that darker part. So I've abandoned this for now. Got to wait for drier conditions. Sometimes you can get by with 65%, but I guess the outside temperature is a little bit too high right now. It's about upper 70s, so I need to get a drier day. Maybe you can see that it's frosted. There you can see a little bit better. You can see where it's frosted. Okay, looking at the grill cloth a little bit. I'm gonna pull this off, take this outside and pull it off because it's pretty nasty. And then I'll show you the real grill cloth and what I decided to go back with. Okay, this is the grill cloth I decided on. This is kind of a more brighter, shinier than this. It's a little bit duller, so I decided to go with this. Okay, I've ironed this out, got it slickery, got the wrinkles out, and since this is the side I don't want, that's got to be face up. So what I'm hoping, and I've cleaned that up, what I'm hoping to do is to take this outside and spray it with a little bit of the Super 77, and then to come over here and to line this side up along with this in the center and set it down. We'll say like, and I can keep it above floating till I get it where I want it. Look at the corners, look down through here, make sure we get it. Now I can actually probably just line it up with one of these center lines. We'll say like that, and then just set it down and then put something on to hold it. Looks good on paper. I've sprayed this with the 3M77, and you're supposed to check it that it's tacky. And so now the big thing is to make sure I get this aligned, and I'm going to go with this center, since that is the center. We'll see if we can't get it lined the way we want to, and press that down. And now we just put a little pressure on that and lay something on it, give some pressure, and then we should be good to go. Okay, I've put some weight on it and it's pretty straight. You'll only be able to tell if it's straight when you put it inside. But you can see I run it straight down this line here pretty much. So I think it'll be fine when it lines up. And I'll trim this off as needed. So I'm going to stick it in the radio and see what it looks like. Let me fit that up in there a little bit, and we'll see what it might look like. Alright, that's pretty much in place, and I'm looking to see if it's straight. It looks pretty straight to me, so I think that's going to work out okay. We're going to put this decal on. I've got one good coat of lacquer on this, and I'm just going to eyeball it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but right down through here is a seam between the two pieces of veneer, and so I'm going to put the I and the L right in the center of it. Now this is a little bit bigger knob, so I'm going to put it down a little further, say maybe about right there, and I think it'll be fine. Now what I've done is I've got me some warm water to put the decal in, and instead of using microset, I use 4 parts water, 1 part white distilled vinegar. That's distilled water also, by the way. So I'm going to use this. So let's go ahead and put the decal in and let that soak a little while. Get me a good paper towel, and then we will take and we will put the microset right there. See how it's beating up? So we will put enough on there, because what this does is kind of softens up. Okay, I ran out of battery right in the middle of this, and so I'm running on borrowed time right now, but I've put it on and I've got the air out of it using a brush, soft brush, and we'll let that set and then we'll come back. Well, I've got it back together and I've put some lipstick on the pig. It's not, I brought it outside, try to get some natural light. This is the best side. I'll show you the girl from her best side, and that's this one right here. Like I say, the cabinet wasn't in great shape. Now I could have done a whole lot more, re-veneer the front, took the marks that Junior put in there, and the wear marks from use. So it tells you it was used for a while. Probably didn't work much, so they beat on it, you know. This is the side that had the gouge in it. If you look real close, of course it's a lot darker, you really can't see a whole lot of the grain, but the lighting is, let me turn that around so you can actually see it, because it is darker than the other side, but the top's not that great a shape. When I went to pull the masking off, because I made this ridge dark along with this edge dark, the masking pulled a piece of veneer out, so, and I just didn't do any more to it. Let me turn around and show you the side. It had the big gouge in it. Maybe a little bit more light there. Won't be long to be fall. Some of the leaves are already falling off the trees. The little banana tree is still bananaing, but it didn't turn out too bad, considering I gave up on this project twice, I believe. But anyway, I appreciate everybody just hanging in with me, and I finally got some time to work on it and finish it up. And so I'm gonna give you a nighttime demonstration and then let the old girl go out with a 1934 tune. So thank you for watching. But I didn't end that right, did I? I'm supposed to say, from the hills of Tennessee, thanks for watching. Well, it's night time, the light's not so good, so I'll do some video in the daylight to show you the cabinet. I've got it all back together again. And so let's just do a little bit of running around the dial and check that out. I've got about a 20-foot antenna run around in the basement, and let's just see what we can find. It's about 10 p.m. A little bit of noise on the bottom end of the band, of course. WSM.
Skyline time. United Dairy Farmers now making style pizza with focaccia crust made in their own bakery. Stone State 1 to 14.
Another quiet night ahead with calm conditions. Expect overnight lows in the low to mid 60s with light northeasterly winds and mostly clear skies. Friday will be another pleasant day with a little bit of a dip in our temperatures as the low pressure system moves in from the west. Expect to start the day with sunshine, and clouds will increase throughout the afternoon. Highs will be into the upper 70s and low 80s with light easterly winds. Friday night, expect cloudy skies with scattered showers and an isolated thunderstorm possible after midnight. This will kick off a wetter weather pattern as we head into the weekend and early next week. From the WGN Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Alyssa Donovan.
73 and clear at O'Hare, 74 degrees at Midway.
Chicago.
71 in Morris. I'm David Jennings, W.
Grant? Oh, no, thanks. That's not it.
Let him have the check down, rally the ball, make the tackle. Dalton telling all. Once you get into the third and long, you can let him have was in the WNBA. I wish you could see Studio Q right now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Quality experience. You only.
And author of Wall Street is Not Your Friend. Join me this
Versus the Texans. Jags are 1.
this man who could.
And if you're good, I'll search for
2, 3, 4 times a day. When you give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
the king.
Where'd that come from?
If it gets into December where the
All right. I think that worked out pretty well. It's not a good looking radio, but it sounds pretty good. I think with a lot better antenna, we could pick up a whole lot more. But I'm sorry about the lighting. But it's late at night, and if I put too much light on it, it's just too glare. But that's like I say, I'll do a better one in the daylight and give you a better look at the cabinet and what it was. But I wanted to do this demonstration at night when propagation is a whole lot better than during the day.
Everything is in a paper every day. We can say